Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what meets the eye? Do you sometimes wonder if you're missing out on something bigger, something more meaningful? If you found yourself asking these questions, you're not alone. Many of us go through life feeling like there's a deeper truth waiting to be discovered. This video is about my journey to enlightenment, a path that led me to uncover profound insights and a greater sense of purpose. Let's start at the beginning. For years I lived in a state of confusion, always searching for something but never quite sure what it was. I felt a constant emptiness, a nagging feeling that life should be more than just going through the motions. Maybe you've experienced this too, that sense that you're missing out on the real meaning of life. It's a common feeling, one that many people struggle with, but often don't talk about. This feeling of dissatisfaction can be overwhelming. You might find yourself asking, "Is this all there is?" Or, "Why am I here?" These questions can be unsettling, but they're also the first step towards something greater. They show that you're ready for change, ready to look beyond the surface and discover what life is really about. For me, the turning point came unexpectedly. It wasn't a dramatic event or a sudden revelation. Instead, it was a quiet moment of realization that changed everything. I remember sitting alone one evening feeling particularly lost and empty. As I sat there, a thought crossed my mind. What if there's more to reality than I can see? This simple question sparked a curiosity that would lead me on an incredible journey of self-discovery. This wake-up call was just the beginning. Once I acknowledged that there might be more to life than I had previously thought, I couldn't ignore it. I began to look at the world differently, questioning everything I had taken for granted. It was both exciting and scary. Exciting because I felt like I was on the verge of discovering something amazing, but scary because I didn't know where this path would lead. My first steps into this new world were hesitant. I didn't know where to start or what to do. I began reading books on philosophy, spirituality, and personal growth. I tried meditation, though at first I felt silly sitting in silence, trying to quiet my mind. I explored different spiritual practices, sometimes feeling like I was getting somewhere, other times feeling completely lost. These early attempts at self-discovery were challenging. I faced many setbacks and moments of doubt. There were times when I wondered if I was just chasing a fantasy, if all this searching was pointless. But something kept pushing me forward. Deep down, I knew that what I was doing was important, even if I couldn't explain why. As I continued on this path, I began to learn from others who had walked similar roads. I discovered teachers and mentors whose words resonated with me. Some of these were well-known spiritual leaders, while others were ordinary people who had extraordinary insights. I read their books, listened to their talks, and tried to absorb their wisdom. From these teachers, I learned many valuable lessons. One of the most important was the idea that true wisdom comes from within. While we can learn from others, ultimately, we need to find our own truth. Another crucial lesson was the importance of being present in the moment. So much of our suffering comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, instead of fully experiencing the here and now. These lessons weren't always easy to accept or implement. Often, they challenged my long-held beliefs and habits. But as I practiced them, I began to notice changes in myself. I became more aware of my thoughts and feelings. I started to see how my own attitudes and perceptions shaped my reality. This was when the real inner work began. I realized that to truly grow and change, I needed to look deeply at myself. This meant facing my fears, examining my beliefs, and questioning my assumptions about life. It was a daunting task, but I knew it was necessary. I started practicing meditation more seriously. At first, it was frustrating. My mind would wander constantly, and I'd end up feeling like I had wasted my time. But gradually, I began to understand that the goal wasn't to have a perfectly quiet mind, but to observe my thoughts without getting caught up in them. This simple practice began to change how I related to my own thoughts and emotions. Self-inquiry became another important tool in my journey. I started asking myself deep questions. Who am I really? What do I truly want in life? What are my core values? These questions often led to uncomfortable realizations about myself, but they also helped me understand myself better. As I delved deeper into this inner work, I encountered many obstacles. Some were external, the demands of daily life, the skepticism of friends and family who didn't understand what I was doing. But the biggest obstacles were internal. I had to confront my own doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. There were times when I wanted to give up. The path seemed too hard, too uncertain, but I found ways to push through these difficulties. I learned to be patient with myself, to understand that growth isn't always linear. I developed a support system of like-minded individuals who understood what I was going through, and I reminded myself of why I had started this journey in the first place, that deep longing for truth and meaning. As I continued to work on myself, I began to experience moments of profound clarity. These weren't constant, they came and went, but when they happened, they were incredibly powerful. In these moments, I felt a deep sense of connection to everything around me. The boundaries between myself and the world seemed to dissolve, and I experienced a profound sense of peace and unity. These experiences changed my perspective on life. I began to see that the reality we usually perceive is just the surface of something much deeper and more profound. I realized that the sense of separation we feel from each other, from nature, from the universe, is an illusion. At the deepest level, everything is connected. These insights weren't just abstract ideas. They began to change how I lived my daily life. I found myself becoming more compassionate, both towards myself and others. I was less reactive to situations that would have previously upset me. I started to find joy and wonder in simple things that I had previously taken for granted. My relationships improved as I became more present and authentic with others. I found that as I accepted myself more fully, I was able to accept others as they were too. This didn't mean I never had conflicts or difficulties, but I was better able to navigate them with understanding and empathy.
My work life changed too. I became clearer about what was truly important to me, and this helped me make better decisions about my career. I found that as I aligned my work with my values, I felt more fulfilled and energized.
Even mundane tasks took on new meaning. Washing dishes, walking down the street, or waiting in line, activities that I used to find boring or frustrating, became opportunities for mindfulness and presence. I began to see that enlightenment wasn't some distant goal to be achieved, but a way of fully experiencing and appreciating each moment of life. As my journey continued, I came to understand that enlightenment isn't a destination, but an ongoing process. It's not about reaching some perfect state of being, but about continually growing, learning, and expanding our awareness. Every day brings new challenges and opportunities for growth. This realization was liberating. It took away the pressure to achieve some idealized state of enlightenment. Instead, it encouraged me to focus on the present moment, to be open to whatever life brings, and to continually learn and evolve. For those of you who are interested in starting or continuing your own journey of growth, I'd like to offer some practical tips based on what I've learned. Start with self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Notice patterns and triggers. This awareness is the foundation for all growth. Develop a regular practice of meditation or mindfulness. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. There are many different techniques. Find one that works for you. Read widely and with an open mind. Explore different philosophies and spiritual traditions, but remember to think critically and trust your own experience. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you grow and change. Remember that making mistakes and facing challenges are part of the process. Cultivate gratitude. Regularly take time to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Serve others. Helping others not only makes the world better, but it also helps us grow and find meaning in our own lives. Stay curious. Always be willing to question your assumptions and learn new things. The journey of enlightenment is ongoing, and there's always more to discover. Take care of your physical health. The mind and body are connected, and physical well-being supports spiritual and emotional growth. Practice presence in daily life. Try to bring mindfulness to everyday activities, not just during meditation. Be patient. Growth takes time and progress isn't always linear. Trust the process and keep moving forward, even when it feels difficult. One of the most important things I've learned on this journey is the value of community and connection. While the path to enlightenment is deeply personal, having support and companionship along the way can make a big difference. Look for people who share your interests in personal and spiritual growth. This might mean joining a meditation group, attending workshops or retreats, or participating in online communities focused on these topics. Having people to talk to who understand what you're going through can be incredibly helpful. At the same time, be open to learning from everyone you meet. Sometimes the most profound insights come from unexpected sources. Every person you encounter has the potential to teach you something valuable. Remember too, that as you grow and change, your relationships may change. Some people in your life may not understand or support your journey. That's okay. It doesn't mean you have to leave them behind, but you may need to find additional connections with people who do understand and support your path. As we come to the end of this video, let's recap some of the key points of this journey to enlightenment. It often starts with a feeling of dissatisfaction or a sense that there's more to life than what we can see on the surface. The journey involves both learning from others and doing deep inner work to understand ourselves. It's a process of breaking through our limiting beliefs and expanding our awareness of ourselves and the world around us. Enlightenment isn't a final destination, but an ongoing process of growth and discovery. Practical tools like meditation, self-inquiry, and mindfulness can help us on this path. The insights we gain can profoundly change how we live our daily lives, improving our relationships, work, and overall sense of well-being. Community and connection with others on a similar path can provide valuable support and insights. Remember, your journey will be unique to you. While we can learn from others' experiences, each person's path to enlightenment is their own. Trust your own experiences and insights, and don't be afraid to question and explore. The journey to enlightenment isn't always easy. It requires courage, persistence, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world. But it's also incredibly rewarding. It can lead to a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and connection than you ever thought possible. As you continue on your own journey, be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem, and always keep in mind that every step you take towards greater awareness and understanding is valuable, not just for you, but for the world around you. Each person who commits to this journey of self-discovery and growth contributes to raising the collective consciousness of humanity. Your personal growth ripples out, affecting everyone you interact with in positive ways. So I encourage you to take that first step, or if you've already started, to recommit to your journey. Keep exploring, keep questioning, keep growing. The path of enlightenment is a lifelong adventure, full of challenges and rewards. It's a journey that can transform not just your life, but your entire way of being in the world. Remember that question we started with: is there more to life than what meets the eye? The answer is a resounding yes. There is so much more to discover about yourself, about the nature of reality, about what it means to be human. And the journey to uncover these truths is one of the most fulfilling and meaningful things you can do with your life. As you move forward from here, carry with you the knowledge that you have everything you need within you to start or continue this journey. Your curiosity, your desire for truth, your capacity for growth. These are the tools you need to explore the depths of your own being and the mysteries of the universe. Every moment is an opportunity for awakening, for seeing life with new eyes. Even after you finish watching this video, you can begin to pay more attention to your thoughts, to the world around you, to the miracle of your own existence. This is where the real journey happens, not just in moments of insight or revelation, but in the everyday experience of being alive and aware. So take a deep breath, feel the aliveness in your body, look around you with fresh eyes. Your journey to enlightenment isn't something that happens in the future, it's happening right now, in this very moment. Embrace it, explore it, and see where it leads you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of my journey to enlightenment. I hope it has inspired you to dive deeper into your own journey of self-discovery and growth. Remember, the path is the goal, and every step you take is valuable. Keep moving forward, stay curious, and trust in your own capacity for growth and transformation. May your journey be filled with insight, growth, and profound moments of connection and understanding. And may you always remember that the deepest truths and the greatest wonders are not out there somewhere, but within you, waiting to be discovered. Your journey to enlightenment is your own unique adventure. Enjoy every step of it.